coming back at you again, and we gonna give you the facts. Today we're gonna talk about Lonzo Ball and the signs of him coming back to Big Baller Brand. We're gonna get into how Lamelo and Lonzo's games have looked so far. We're gonna talk about the Pelicans, Illawarra Hawks, the Big Baller Brand update. Now let's get into it. Okay, Lonzo and the Pelicans are still in the preseason, but it's looking good. It's looking real good for him because Zion is everything that he was promoted to be. The dude is a beast, just bigger, stronger, faster. I'm convinced there is no one else in the world at his weight that moves as fast as him and jumps as high as him. He is literally the perfect player to be put with a pass first point guard. If you would have put Zion with Kyrie Irving, Zion would have been he would have been in the runnings for Rookie of the Year. But Zion with Lonzo gives Zion the Rookie of the Year hands down. He's going to win it. If you look at Lonzo at Chino Hills, he always had a person he could pass to and just say, go get a bucket. And he thrived in that system because it deflected the pressure away from him. He could get his shot off. And that person was always LiAngelo Ball. Once he gave the ball to LiAngelo, he was a force to be reckoned with. Teams would try to double him. Then they would try to okay, we can't stop that. Then they get back off of him on defense. And then when he got the ball, you just couldn't stop the dude. He would come at you like freaking Bill Goldberg, spearing you and put the shot up. Then they try to back off of him. And as soon as they gave him the slightest bit of space, he had a quick trigger, the best out of the Ball brothers 3-point jump shot. And he just pop it in your face. Jello was a bad boy. And when teams scouted Chino Hills, their first objective was how do we contain LiAngelo? What do we do about him? And that's how it is with the Pelicans. Teams are now going to target Zion Williamson. He will be the person that when they scout, they'll try to stop him. And now that Lonzo is back where he belongs in the arms of a team that has the perfect fit for him. Oh man, an NBA team that finally looks like what LeVar was given advice to get. Whether they admit it or not, it's yes, this is what LeVar was trying to tell y'all. Get a team with Lonzo and just run. And now that Lonzo has the pieces around him, people keep tagging me in posts saying the Pelicans are interested in Melo. I don't know that to be facts, so I won't report on that yet. But anyway, all we know is that Summer League is looking real good. It's looking really good. Not Summer League. I'm sorry. Preseason's looking real good for them. Lonzo got his new shot, of course, and that's looking decent. He had a time where he reverted back to his old shot. He did his signature move, that dribble, step back to the left, and he couldn't help it. He just pulled that shot the same way he used to the left side of his face. And so that's going to be the story. His shot is going to be a little bit of the story in New Orleans down there. What will he do in pressure situations when the game's on the line and he's in the rhythm, in the mode of the game? Will this new shot that he just worked on this offseason outweigh his whole 20 years of life of shooting the other way? We're going to have to see about that. But also with the Pelicans, man, I'm watching and I think they should play JJ Redick more. What do y'all think? He's easily top 3 in NBA in shooting coming off screens. Him, Klay Thompson, who else? He can just shoot off the screen. And I think he's a better piece on the court than Jay Hart and Brandon Ingram, to me, offensively. I think they need to put him in there. Also, Lonzo had a game where he shot 100% from free throw line, 5 for 5. Now that's unheard of. That sounds like nothing to other people. People were like, he should be doing that. But he wasn't doing that. And so the new shooting form is definitely better for free throws. Definitely. Shooting it straight is definitely better for free throws. It's a higher percentage. It's just going to be better. It's easier to shoot it consistently that way. So we just hope that he continues to get a consistent shot and the Pelicans keep on running and Zion is just doing a great job and it's going to help LiAngelo out. It's going to help Lonzo out with what he's got to do there. But New Orleans, they're going to be okay. The early warning signs of what we see going on, they're going to figure it out. Anyway, now let's get into LaMelo Ball. He lost his first 2 games in the NBL. but he's putting up decent number. His 3-point percentage was horrible in his second game, but overall he's doing good. I mean, he got some really good highlight plays. They've been all over YouTube. But as a good friend of mine brought to me through Instagram, they haven't been putting it on ESPN. Why all of a sudden did they stop? You know, when he was number one pick, they had like a flurry of media saying, dang, he's projected to be the number one pick. Right now, they got him at number 3. Then he does some stuff over there and we don't hear nothing about it. So I'm in question of that. I'm going to do a little research. I'm going to do a little investigation and probably have a new video coming up on what is going on with the coverage of LaMelo Ball. But anyway, the Illinois Hawks, they got to start winning. But I watch his team and I'm thinking like his team is not as good as other teams in NBL. Like his teammates just don't seem like they're up to the competition. Like they have some, they're not like horrible, but they just don't seem as good. But you know who is good? Aaron Brooks. Aaron Brooks is a beast. And while I think LaMelo has more skills than Aaron Brooks, I think Aaron Brooks is more experienced. And in this case, right now, experience wins out. Aaron Brooks is the better player right now. And that's because he can score easier. You know, he knows the simple approaches to scoring. And LaMelo has to learn that. He has to learn how to use his high skill level in simple methods. And that's what made the Black Mamba a beast. That's what made Kobe Bryant the beast. He had the skill, but he knew how to simplify the game. And if you watch him training people or critiquing games, you'll see what he's talking about. He'll say something like, he need to put his leg here. Put his leg here, yes. So, you know, LaMelo's going to learn that. And he's going to be better than Aaron Brooks. But right now, you know, he's 18 years old. So he got to put his package together. Anyway, they need to let Aaron Brooks be the go-to scorer. And he needs to get more touches. Not as the point guard, though. He needs to be like Allen Iverson when all of a sudden the 76ers decided to move him to shooting guard. You know, pass the ball in quick as possible. Let LaMelo run it down the court. And Aaron Brooks go get open. Screens, get open. And when they try to guard him, LaMelo, you score. And LaMelo, when they can't stick him, you pass it. And Aaron Brooks go at it. Like, you should get 30 a game in the NBL, Aaron Brooks. You really can. You can get 30 a game because it seems like the height is a little shorter too. Like the guards in the NBL are shorter. So Aaron Brooks is more on an even playing field with himself than in the NBA where everybody's getting taller and taller. LaMelo can get 20 points, 10 rebounds, and 10 assists a game. He really could. Aaron Brooks, you know, just go off. You get 30. LaMelo, you get 20. Y'all would be straight. But I really like the Illawarra Hawks coach when I watch the things on him. So I think that coach will figure it out. You know, we just got to stay tuned and we got to really stay awake for the games. Man, somebody please do a conversion from Australian time zone to the U.S. time zones and put it out. I mean, please. I've been missing these games and having to go back and watch these games, which I do not like. So if you make that conversion schedule or you know someone who does it, please put that link in the comments. Please, at BallFacts, at me. Okay, now moving on. Big Baller Brand. We all know LeVar is keeping the brand going. And he's basically been put in a position where a father got to prove to his sons that he's basically worthy. The father has to prove to his sons. And that don't even sound right. You know, LeVar would never say he's got to prove something to his sons. And I understand why, but basically he does. You know, it's crazy, but he has to prove, you know, that he has, you know, the brand to the standard that they like it. But what I'm saying is LeVar already proved that he has their best interest at hand, and that should be enough. That should be enough. What about business? Blah, blah, blah. No, listen. His sons should be the ones proving that they're ready to take the business to the next level. LeVar already proved what he proved. He got y'all. You know, they should be popping up into the office with new shoes saying, look at the manufacturing of this. What do you think about this? Look at the new designs of this. I got a new campaign commercial I'm thinking about. Find some designers, you know, bring in ideas. You know, one person in the business cannot do it all. Didn't the boys learn that with Allen? I mean, dang, LeVar's good at he's good at what he's good at. Why does everyone expect LeVar Ball to be the best businessman in the world? Why do you blame LeVar for all the headaches? For everything? He's good at training. He's good at motivating. He's good at publicity. And that's why he hired somebody else to do the other jobs. He hired Allen, and Allen sucked. But LeVar never claimed to be an expert in business or an expert judge of character. He's only good at what he's good at, just like everybody else. And his son should understand that. And instead of giving him a deadline, give yourself a deadline. Help him out. He already got you out to the NBA, NBL, UCLA. Does he got to do it all? The boys got to step up. They needed the deadline on themselves. LeVar won't be here forever. I mean, he done so much already. Y'all, you guys watch my other video on the false allegations of the $2.5 million against LeVar. Go look at them. I'm not gonna get all the way into that. So anyway, there's good signs ahead for Big Baller Brand. I mean, Lonzo has said before when he looked at the BBB logo, he thought of Allen, and then he covered up his tattoo. Well, it looks like he covered up the cover tattoo. I'm not sure. It's like a big black blob or something like that I seen in one of the episodes, but it didn't look like no dice anymore. So I'm not exactly sure, but it looks like he covered it up from what I'm looking at, And then he went to one of the preseason games rocking Triple B. So he obviously is not appalled by it anymore. He's getting over it. He's getting over the initial emotions. He's getting over the world stigmatism with him. And if Lonzo comes back, then it's looking real good for Lamelo to come back. They look up to their big brother, especially Lamelo. He's young. And the new Triple B shirts and gear is looking cold, boy. I see that black on black, like Jello had a shirt on. They see Jello's clothing line coming out. They're in the warehouse. They're looking at everything like, dang, they're starting to see the vision again. So it's looking better. Before it was looking worse. Nothing was decided, but it was looking worse. Now nothing is decided and it's looking a little better, And when Lonzo and Lamelo start doing better and start being the best, then you set the trends. You start worrying less about other people's opinion and what they think when you are the one setting the trends because you're the one doing the best. Then that's how it works. They won't care as much and they'll be more willing to push their own brand. Anyway, this is the update on Triple B, Lamelo, Lonzo. You know what it is. Subscribe, hit the notification bell. Ball Facts coming back again as always. Peace.